Brilliant speed with vibrant service. Vibrant broadband internet.
Oh yeah, 10:30, and it is time for the Vibrant You Show, and you are on.
Yeah, looks like we made it, huh?
It's like you made it. Made it without getting wet too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's
You made it with your hair looking perfect.
my hair always looks perfect. I
Yeah.
guess so. I'm told.
Yeah. How about that? Jane, your hair looks perfect.
Oh, well, gee, thanks.
And how about this guy in the
Nathan?
little, box here?
Yeah, he looks perfect too.
I don't think I'll go perfect, but it looks okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that.
All of his hairs look perfect.
All right.
Yeah,
There you
exactly.
go.
All right.
So I
Well,
was
thanks
gotta
for
say
tuning in to Vibrant You Live. My name is Shane,
I'm Jane.
And I'm Nathan.
and tonight Jane and I are going to be in Paynesville, and we're going to be presenting our Dreaming of Streaming seminar. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be at the Green Roof Area Center. It starts at 5 o'clock sharp, or 5:30 sharp. People start showing up early, but
Yeah.
5:30 is when we start. It's located kind of by the Quick Trip in Paynesville, there on the west side of town. And so in honor of that, we thought we'd go through the top 10 reasons why you should stream. And Jane is going to start with number 10.
Number 10. So the content is completely changing all the time. And in fact, I subscribe to Netflix, and I just got some email reminders that there's some new content starting, and it's specifically to Netflix. So you definitely want to go with streaming because the catalogs refresh and you're something new all the time. And then the other thing is, I won't even say that because it's probably on the next one, so I'll be quiet. So number 9.
Number 9, Nathan?
Yeah, so another cool benefit, number 9, is that you get more global or niche content. You know, if you're stuck with either local television only or cable, you know, there's only so many channels you have. There's only so much programming. You don't get a lot of international stuff. With streaming, you can basically get anything you need or want. You can get foreign films, all kinds of cool stuff. Lately, I think there's been a lot of popular kind of foreign films, and there's a lot of niche genres that you might not have had access to on cable that you can get via streaming. So there's a lot more global and specific type of content you might be looking for.
And this is the one that I was going to say.
Yeah, well, anime,
Number
Korean
8.
dramas. Yeah, so reason number 8, exclusive originals. So there's shows like Stranger Things or The Crown or The Mandalorian. They're not available on cable or satellite. They're only available on the streaming platforms. And they invest a lot into their own original content. I guess back into, in the 70s, 80s, whatever, you'd see CBS originals or ABC originals. TV would do a lot of their own TV series. Well, a lot of these streaming platforms, their series are on par with like movies you'd see in the theater. They spend a lot of money on special effects, on top-rated actors and things like that. So, I guess what are some of the shows that you guys have been streaming?
My recent one was Ginny and Georgia, and that was on Netflix.
Okay. Is that...
Yeah, I'm... Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, is that a new one, or is that kind of one that's been out a while?
Season 3, I think. Season 3, Season 4.
Nathan?
Yeah, I think my wife watches that one. I think it's on Netflix, right, Jane?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I watch probably most of the stuff I watch is probably original on streaming, not available on set. I watch Stranger Things is a really, really popular one. The final seasons, I think, just got a trailer, is coming out soon. I liked Andor, was like a Star Wars show that was available via Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
that one's
show
really
was
good.
awesome.
And The Chosen.
But yeah,
right?
most of the stuff I
That's-
watch is The Chosen is one of my favorite shows. Actually has its own streaming app, and it's also available on Amazon Prime. But yeah, I watch more original content from streaming providers than I do either live TV or stuff that's on your local networks.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Jeff, do you have any shows you've been watching on one of those streaming platforms?
I watch stuff that is so current, it's unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah, baseball, hockey, football.
I was going to say.
Okay.
And they are live.
So
and
that's
it's
your series,
movies
right?
I can't sit for 2 hours.
Okay, sure.
Not even Miracle. You don't watch Miracle?
Well, I've watched bits and pieces, but I probably watched all of it.
You
don't
just
know
never
if you're
seen it
watching
from start to finish?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've recently discovered a series called Animal Kingdom that's on Netflix.
Is that
And-
with Tom Hanks talking?
No,
No, okay.
no,
Oh,
it's
that's a different deal.
yeah, it's a series. It's a
Marlon Perkins did that in the 50s.
yeah, it's a way different animal kingdom. I'll tell you what. It's a family. They live in California, and then they pull heists.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's that kind of a thing. And then, of course, it's always are they going to get caught now? Or, they
So how
they
does the
lead you.
title Animal Kingdom come into play here?
I think they're a bunch of animals,
Okay.
right?
Well, that's interesting. So moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Number 7, Jane.
Number 7, fewer ads, if any ads at all. So I subscribe to Hulu Live, and I have chosen to pay a little bit more so I don't have to deal with the ads. And some people that don't want to do that, what's great about this is they'll set up a timer. You have a 1-minute ad, so it'll give you an opportunity to know what you can do within that minute. Get up, go to the bathroom, grab a snack, whatever like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just thinking about this today. I like Jane. Most of the streaming services I do, I pay the extra few bucks to do ad free. And I was thinking about the other day, I was watching something with my kids. And of course, my kids won't even understand what commercials or ads are if I stay this route. We grew up, obviously, live TV has so many commercials. So my kids are spoiled. I can't remember. We were at someone's house the other day and we were watching something, and they must not have had the ad-free version. So like an ad came on, and my kids instantly thought somebody changed the program. They looked back like, "What happened? What happened?" And I'm like, "This is just a commercial. It's going to be over soon." But they've never seen it before, so they were quite confused. But
Sure.
so number 6 is
hang on. I
personalized.
was going to say something funny. So
Go ahead.
when Todd and I are watching a live program,
Everyone
and
laugh
there some of that you do have to watch ads. So I'll tease him. I'm like, "Hey, fast forward." He's like, "It's live, Jane," and I'm like, "I know." All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
now.
it can be a little jarring when I'm watching sports or something,
Yes.
and a commercial comes on, and I go to, and I'm like, wait, what is happening here? And then I'm like, oh yeah, this is actually live. But this brings us to our number 6 reason you might stream, and that's personalized recommendations. One of my favorite parts is a lot of this leans on kind of the AI, some of the newer stuff, the algorithm stuff, if you will. But a lot of it, the more stuff you watch, the more likely you're going to get the content that you prefer to watch that are being recommended to you, that are floating to the top of your list. So you don't always have to start, and see your entire library of stuff to watch and try to find something that you're interested in. The more you watch, the more they're going to recommend stuff you like, stuff you didn't know about, stuff like that. I mean, when you're looking at cable or local TV, you might get a guide. It's just going to show what's on right now, but it's not really going to move stuff around and try to make stuff easier for you, stuff that you might like. For example, my genres usually, sports and, science fiction, action stuff, comedies, that all stuff floats to the top. Stuff that I don't watch, your romance or your drama stuff, some of that stuff maybe moves down. So not to say you can't mix it up and watch different types of stuff, but it does try to kind of learn your preferences and make it a little easier to find something good to watch.
Yeah, and along those same lines, number 5 is family sharing options. So you can have different profiles, one for your wife, one for you, one for the kids, that kind of thing. And when you log into your profile, say you go to Netflix and I log into my profile, the recommendations for me are going to be way different than recommendations that my wife gets, and that kind of thing. And a lot of these services allow you to stream multiple streams at the same time. So I can be watching one show on Netflix and my wife could be watching a different show on Netflix. Or in the case of Animal Kingdom, she's on season 5, I'm on season 3, right? So it knows where I left off, and it also knows where she left off, so that, we're not crossing streams, so to speak, right? So yeah, family sharing options, that's another reason to stream.
Number 4.
Boy, we're getting down to it.
Getting down.
Yeah.
So you can take your show on the road.
Right.
So basically, if I have a subscription, I can download that app on my phone, on my iPad, on my computer. If there's some pre-recorded things, like on Netflix, and the Netflix series, and I wanted to watch something, and I was going on a vacation somewhere, I wanted to download that to my computer, I could do that as well. So it's not just watching on your TV. Whatever device that you have that's smart and you've downloaded the app, you're good to go. I know Nathan had, I'm going to tease you, Nathan. So when they had their second child, Nathan brought his little Roku box or whatever. I don't even know what you have, but he was watching all the movies and stuff when Abby was in labor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't. Okay, I was not watching while.
The defense.
That is an exaggeration. We were watching together because there is a lot of in between time, before time, after time, where she wants to chill out as well as I do. It's not like she's in the corner in labor and I'm like watching TV. That is maybe that. So, but I did do that, and it's kind of nice because otherwise, you're stuck with whatever local or cable channels. We wanted to watch something on Netflix or something. It was kind of nice. So, and same with hotels. When we travel, we usually bring it and plug it into the hotel so we can watch stuff we want to watch. So, number 3. So we're getting to our top 3.
Oh boy.
Number 3 is on-demand viewing. This one is awesome for me. I watch almost nothing live unless it's sports, and even then, a lot of times I have to record it and watch it later. But virtually all streaming services are on demand, which means you don't have to wait for scheduled air times. Once something drops, you can kind of watch it in its entirety, or fast forward, or rewind, stuff like that. You can watch when you want, what you want, when you want. You can watch entire seasons of a show. If you're laid up, you get an injury or sick, or you're just home for the weekend and kind of vegging out, you can watch an entire season of a show in a weekend or something like that. It's great for people with irregular schedules that can't be available at a certain time. Most stuff you don't have to get. I remember back in the VHS days, we had to try to program our VHS player to try to record something at a certain time, and it seems like it always failed or missed the end of the show or the beginning of the show, or even DVR. You have to manually find the show and hit recording. Now almost everything that comes on is available after the fact on demand, and you can watch it kind of on your own time. So really, really nice.
Perfect. I'm going to go back to number 4 for a little bit. I forgot one of the most important parts about this. So, we live in an awesome area that have many beautiful lakes and whatnot. So you can take your Roku and bring it up to the lake, and then you can watch whatever you have. So you're not paying for 2 services, you're just paying for that one, and that's awesome. It saves a lot of money when people have a home and a cabin and probably somewhere down south during the winter. So it saves a lot of money, and everybody knows it because you use it all the time. All right. So number 2 is customization and flexibility. So you can it's very much all about your preferences. You're not forced to pick a package based on, what the cable or dish is providing. You can just do what you want to do. There's some great resources that we help you guys along the way, and just pick out basically what you're looking for, and whatever you're looking for, what you want to watch, that's provided and available. The other part about this is you can binge watch something and then take a pause. I know a lot of families right now, they're really active in sports and, traveling and vacations and different things, and they want their kids to be outside, so they'll pause their streaming services so that they can go outside and spend some quality time together. And then they don't have to pay for it either. So then they'll just re-up it in the fall and they're good to go.
Yep.
And that brings us to number 1.
Drum roll.
The number 1 reason: cost savings. Now, this one's a tricky one because overall, for what you get for entertainment, you can save money, right? So for example, let's say you have the base cable package and you have 4, 5, 9, 11. A lot of times you can get that less expensive than a streaming service because you can get that for about 40, 50 bucks. No premium channels, no extra cable channels. But when you stream, you've got a lot of choice there's a lot of competition out there for live TV packages. But the other thing you can do is you can end up oversubscribing to different streaming services as well. And that's okay. So if you want all the entertainment options, you're the couch potato, you want everything available all the time, then you've got access to Disney Plus and Paramount Plus, and you've got HBO Max and, Disney, all these things. So you can subscribe to all those, and they're all, say, $20 a month on average. So now you've got $100 worth of that. Plus you have live channels, and that's another $100. So you got a couple $100 into streaming, and that's okay. But there are ways you can save on that as well. You can be real diligent. For example, the only thing I watch live is NFL football. I'm into fantasy football. I like to watch the Vikings and a lot of other teams. And after the Super Bowl, I took my Hulu Live package and I canceled the live portion and went down to the basic, which is like $15, $20 a month. compared to $90 a month. Well, now I paused that over these last few months, and now in August I'll put the live back on so I can watch football again.
There you go.
So there's ways to save there. So yeah, the number one is cost savings. And again, it can be tricky, but if you're diligent, you can save money over cable or satellite.
Yeah, there's so much different stuff. Like we talked about Netflix, Disney, Apple. I got a lot of friends that are really frugal. What they do is they'll just sign up for Netflix for 1 month, watch the shows they want to watch, cancel Netflix. Next month they'll do Disney, and they'll watch the shows on Disney. So instead of subscribing to all these things year round, you can just do them like 1 month at a time. It's almost like renting an entire catalog for a month and then watching stuff you want to watch, and then you can cancel it and move on. They're virtually all no contracts. You can add or remove them anytime. I see sometimes I hear, well, once you add it all up, then it ends up being around the same cost as my cable. And it's like, well, even if the cost ends up similar, you get vastly more content than you do with just a cable or satellite. So it's not always about cost, it's about value. It's about what you actually get for what you pay for,
right,
which you really can't beat. Streaming is going to generally be far and above what you can get from like a cable or satellite service. So to wrap up, that was our top 10 reasons we recommend streaming, that streaming might be better than your cable or satellite. And brings us to, again, we love streaming because it seems to be more cost effective. I think me, Jane, and Shane, we all stream. We've been streaming for quite a while. We recommend it. But the key thing is you need to have a good internet connection as well. And that's where Vibrant Broadband comes in. If you don't have good internet, your streaming experience is going to be pretty poor. So make sure you have solid internet. If you don't, please reach out to us here in town.
So streaming, people tend to get afraid of that word. And so basically streaming is just watching your TV through your internet. And we do a great class, so come on out tonight. Shane and I will be in Paynesville, again at the Green Roof Community Center, starting at 5:30. We'll have non-alcoholic beverages and some snacks, and we'll give you all the information that we kind of talked about tonight, but just we're doing demos as well, so come on out. And also, if you have any questions, certainly give us a call. We're at 693-3231, or reach out by vibrantbroadband.com. Catch the replay on Facebook or YouTube channel. Once again, Vibrant Broadband. And then listen live every Wednesday at 10:30 on KLFD.
All right. Thank you, Jeff, for having us. My name is Shane.
I'm Jane.
And I'm Nathan.
Tune in next week for another Vibrant U Live.
Brilliant speed with vibrant service. Vibrant broadband internet. Vibrant broadband internet.